In this video, I'm going to be talking about the division of integers. And so in previous videos, I had talked about the other three functions: addition, subtraction, and multiplication. And if you've seen those videos, then you know that there are two rules that you have to deal with multiplication. And that is, if you multiply two numbers with the same sign, you get a positive answer. So as long as two numbers have the same sign, you get a positive answer. The same holds for division. If you divide two numbers with the same sign, the answer is positive. And again, if you would like a really nice explanation on this that has been brought down, I could show you, but it's a lot more rigorous. If you want a really good explanation, go to Khan Academy, KhanAcademy.org. And Sal Khan does an excellent job there of breaking it down as to why it should be. And he does it in a very simplistic way so that many, many people can understand. So, going back to these two rules, dividing two numbers with the same sign, the answer is positive. So if I've got negative 12 divided by negative 6, it's going to be a positive answer, and then 12 divided by 6 is 2. Likewise, if I have 18 divided by 3, it's going to be a positive answer. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So those are just illustrations. Now, the second rule says if I'm dividing two numbers with different signs, and that's supposed to be numbers, the answer is negative. And so, taking a look at these, since my two numbers have different signs, my answer is going to be negative. I know that already, right off the bat, before I do the problem. So now I can just take 24, divide that by 3 to get 8. And so the answer of negative 24 divided by 3 is negative 8. Here I have negative 8 goes into 56 how many times? Well, a negative goes into a positive, and so I have a negative answer, because it's really 56 divided by negative 8. And we saw that with different signs, we have a negative answer. And so I can do that. Now 8 goes into 56 7 times. And there's my answer. So it would be a good idea to not only understand why this happens, and like I said, go to Khan Academy. He's got a really great video on it. But it's also important that you know these. So it's important to understand, but it's very important to know as well. That way you're not have to reprove it to yourself each time that this is true. Just like in multiplication, if you have multiple divisions in a row, you can count the number of negatives. If the number of negatives is odd, the answer will be negative. If the number of negatives is even, the answer will be positive. And take a look at my video on multiplying at the kind of towards the tail end of the video, probably the last 3 minutes of it. Take a look at that video on multiplying integers, and that will explain the whole how many negatives make a positive and that sort of thing, and how you can predict it.